What's going on, YouTube? It's been a while. Dusty Pipe Smoker coming again. It's getting there. Feels much better to be at least with a little bit of hair on my chin. So I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't been on in a couple weeks. Just didn't really feel like it last week. I don't know. Go smoking my Savinelli again, which I can't get enough of. As they've been saying, check that out. I don't know if the camera's really picking this up, but it's cool. It's got a great sandblast. It's got a real reddish characteristic to it, and it smokes wonderfully. In it, I'm smoking Baren Golden Extra. I've been saying I've been going to do a review on it, so I'll probably do that right now. I haven't actually smoked this in probably a couple weeks, but it's a really good tobacco. It's a Virginia. It's got only a hint of sweetness to it, even when you're smoking it real slow. Maybe a little bit of chocolate, maybe. But one of the primary flavors of it that really comes through is like a berry flavor. Now, don't ask me what kind of berry, but it's got that kind of fruitiness to it. It's very delicious. I would say maybe kind of a grape or a plum flavor, but you can definitely taste the Virginia in it. But like I said, it's not all that sweet. But it smokes really cool. Even when it's too dry, it smokes really cool. And I don't think I've ever had any tongue bite off of it. It has a tanginess to it that kind of gets on your tongue, but it's not tongue bite. Right now, I think I'd put it in my top 2 or 3, maybe even my number 2 tobacco right now. Because number 1 is still Burley Golden Slice, because it's fantastic. I hadn't smoked that in almost 2 months, and I had a tin sitting there, and I finally cracked it open and smoked it again, and it was like, oh yeah, I missed this. So I've been smoking that quite a bit. This stuff, interestingly, it's a little bit wet even right now, and it was sitting in a bag, but it still burns really good even when it's a little bit wet. I have yet to try any other Baren tobaccos, but it sounds to me from other people talking about them and reviewing them on YouTube that Baren's a pretty good company. And I've really been enjoying this Golden Extra. So I'll definitely be getting another tin of that when I get through this one. I'm probably 2/3 of the way through it, or so. And it's a pretty big tin. I think it's a 3.5 ounce. So, I mean, it's pretty good size. You see it. Compared to my hand size, it's a pretty big tin. But I've found that both of my Savinelli pipes and my Peterson smoke Virginias really well. So this pipe, I've only ever smoked an English in at one time. And I think I'm just going to relegate it to Virginias, because that's pretty much all I smoke anyway. I do have a couple of different Englishes that I'm smoking right now, but I still can't quite, I don't get them. I guess it's just not in my flavor palette, really. They're uninteresting to me, I guess. The one exception has been Dunhill My Mixture 965. I like that quite a bit. It doesn't have that overpowering Latakia to it, and you can taste Virginia in it, so I enjoy that a bit. I haven't smoked it a heck of a lot, but I like it better than the other Englishes I've tried. I'm still trying. You know, if I get any more English, then I'll keep giving it a shot. It's just still not my cup of tea. But for anybody who's really interested in a Virginia that's not standard, this Golden Extra is good. It doesn't have any perique in it that I can taste or that I'm aware of, unlike the Orlick. But it does have a nice flavor, and like I said, it's pretty easy to smoke. I guess if I'm gonna give it a rating, this is my first time giving like a rating. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. Just because it's good, but it's not something that I like turn to all the time, that I'm like, oh, I have to have that. Where like Stonehaven is, and Orlick Golden Sliced is. And even though it's mellower than some of the other ones, Dunhill Flake is like that too for me. When I want to have like a really nice and sweet Virginia, I go for the Dunhill Flake. Which kind of reminds me of blueberries. I love blueberries. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on in the YouTube community right now. Of course, everyone knows the Chicago Pipe Show ended last weekend. Well, went on and ended last weekend. That sounded like it was a hell of a good time. Wish I could have been there. Maybe next year. We'll see. I got a lot going on. Incidentally, anybody who's interested, if you're not subscribed to Beer Backy, it's Beer and Backy, but it's just Beer Backy. Go and subscribe to those guys, because it's, oh man, I didn't write any of this down, but it's W.V. Piper, Gentleman Jim, Bob Wick, and the Ramblin' Scotsman. They all make up the Beer Backy channel, and they have a great show that they put on, and Jason Dagner was a special guest at the Chicago Pipe Show. The video was an hour long, but it was well worth watching. They were just normal guys like the way you and I are when we get on here. And of course, Jason was his regular self, and it was cool to watch, man. It looked like a damn good time. I wish I'd been there, but I wasn't, so we'll see next year maybe. Like I said before already, repeating myself. Anyway, go subscribe to that channel if you're not subscribed already. They do a regular show every 2 weeks, I think, or maybe it's every month. I forget. They're only on their 3rd or 4th episode, so I'm sure they're still trying to figure some of it out, but they've done a really fine job up to this point, and all of their shows have been highly entertaining. And they had that really cool contest. I'm dying to know what the winnings are for their big contest, because that's pretty cool. I know that they named off some of the stuff, but they were pretty secretive about what the main prize is. We'll see. I actually won W.V. Piper's contest the one that got me an entry into the Chicago Pipe Show contest. So I'm looking forward to receiving that. But check that channel out. Any of those guys I mentioned. I'll try to put it in the bucket, but I'm not sure if I can really do that on these handheld devices that I'm using. Computer idiot, remember? Other than that, don't got a lot. I'm going to, hopefully maybe the next couple days, or I might wait until next weekend. We'll see. I'm going to do another video of my pipe journey, but I got to come up with something that pops, where I don't just ramble on for 10 or 11 minutes like I have now. Something that has a little more direction, maybe that people will be interested in. If you have anything you want me to do, just put it down in the comments. I'll give it a look. I pretty much, as far as I know, I've read every comment that I've ever gotten. And I try to return comment, too, if I have the opportunity. Oh, I did forget something very important. Stupid. I should have talked about this at the beginning. I've hit 100 subs. So, cheers. Thank you, YouTube Pipe community. I think I'm at 104 subs last I checked. And that's fantastic that there's 100 people out there who wanted to give me the time and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm not going to do a contest with this level of subs, just mostly because I don't have any money or anything planned out. I kind of have some ideas for a contest, but I might wait till 200 or maybe even above that, because my fiance and I are saving up for our wedding and for a honeymoon trip and that kind of thing, and I'm just right now not going to be able to give anything to anybody. I want it to be something good when I do have a contest. I want it to be a fairly large offering. It sounds kind of weird saying it out loud. But anyway, I really, really appreciate everybody's support, especially just for somebody like me who rambles off the cuff. I usually don't. I write some things down sometimes. Most of the time I just do this right off the top of my head. So I appreciate all you watching and subbing me, and we'll continue on. It makes me very happy to know that there's people out there just like me. So with that, I'm just going to leave you. Have a great day. Dusty Pipe Smoker out. God bless.